Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Smart Edu Hub Mumbai. In today's video, I shall teach you how to solve simultaneous equations. This question has been taken from May June 2004 and that's paper 2 and question number 11. So let's begin. As you can see, there are two equations given to you. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. Now, as you can see, the first equation has a fraction. So let us first change this fraction into some kind of integer or whole number, whatever. But let's get rid of the denominator. So first I'll rewrite this. So it is half x plus y equals 5. Now what I'll do is I'll find the LCM. Suppose this is all 1 in the denominator. So to find the LCM, what do? I multiply y by 2. Okay, and I multiply, I don't do anything to the right hand side as of now. Let me deal with the left hand side. So that becomes x plus 2y divided by 2 equals 5. Now to get rid of this 2, what do? I imagine that there is 1 below the 5. Then I simply cross multiply. So I get this as x plus 2y equals 10. So this gets changed into x plus 2y equals 10. Okay, so that means I don't need this anymore. I've just changed that, right? Okay, so now moving ahead. So I got this equation as x plus 2y equals 10 as my new equation 1. And x minus 2y equals 6. It was my old second equation. Now what do? The signs of plus, the signs of y are equal and opposite, and the coefficients of y are also equal. So plus 2y minus 2y will get cancelled. So that means I'm using the elimination method. Now in the elimination method, what do? You try to eliminate either of the variables. So I'm eliminating the variable y. So x plus x is 2x equals 10 plus 6 is 16. That gives me x equals 16 divided by 2, which is 8. So I got my x equals 8. So this is x equals 8. And to find the value of y, I can substitute x equals 8 in equation 2. So then I get x minus 2y equals 6, which becomes 8 minus 2y equals 6. So minus 2y is equal to 6 minus 8. And minus 2y equals minus 2. That gives me y equals minus 2 divided by minus 2, which is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1 and x is equal to 8. Okay, now let's take another example. Okay, so now this question has been taken from May June 2004. This is paper 2 again and question number 8. Again I have got fractions. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to again eliminate my denominators, and you know how I did it last time in the previous example. First I'll label it as 1 and 2. Okay, now I'll write the first equation. So half x plus 2y equals 16. Once again I make the denominator 1. So I'm going to multiply this by 2. So this becomes x plus 4y divided by 2 equals 16. To get rid of the 2 in the denominator, I just put a 1 in the denominator in the right. And I cross multiply, so I get x plus 2y equals 16 into 2 is 32. So that's my new equation. So instead of this, what did I get? I got x plus 2y equals 32. Okay. So I'm erasing this. Okay. And now what do? I'm going to eliminate the denominator in the second equation. So I have 2x plus half y equals 19. Again, there's no denominator. I put the denominator as 1 and I find the LCM. So it is 2 into 2 is 4. 4x plus y divided by 2 equals 19. That gives me, again I put a 1 in the denominator on the right hand side. I cross multiply and I get 4x plus y equals 19 2s are 38. So my new equation is 4x plus y equals 38. Okay. Again I erase this. See, I'm erasing because I hardly have space and I'm trying to explain everything to you. So please do not mind the time that I'm wasting in erasing. Okay. Now I'll rewrite my new equations. So x plus 2y equals 32 and 4x plus y equals 38. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the first equation by say 4. So what do I get? I get a new equation. New equation as 4x plus 4 into 2 is 8y equals 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. Okay, I rewrite the old equation as it is. So that was my 4x plus y equals 38. Now the signs are the same for 4x, nothing can be eliminated. So I'm going to subtract the second equation from the first. Now note that the sign of 4x in the second equation is plus. So I'm going to write that down, and now I'm going to write down the new signs. New signs are minus into plus is minus, minus into plus is minus, and 38 didn't have a sign, so it was plus 38. Plus into minus is minus. So the signs in green are the new signs, right? Okay. Now solving it. Plus 4x minus 4x get cancelled. 8y minus y is 7y equals, so 128 minus 38, so that is 90. So y equals 90 divided by 7. Am I wrong? Okay, let's pause my video and let me check it. Okay, if it is wrong, I'll correct it right away. Oh yeah, sorry, I realized my mistake. If I'm equalizing the denominator, this has to be x plus 4y. Okay, that's the entire thing. Okay, fine, doesn't matter. Even I'll change it now, it doesn't matter really. So this is plus 4y. So it becomes 4x plus 16y. And then I have, how much is that? Let me erase this also. This has to be erased now. Okay, see, we are all humans. Even I'm a human, so I make errors. So no regrets about it. Okay, so now 16y minus y is 15y. 15y equals 90. So y equals 90 divided by 15. And what's that? And that is equal to 6. So my y is equal to 6. I got my value of y. So I'm going to find the value of x. So x plus 4y equals 32. So I'm going to make it x plus 4 into 6 equals 32. So x plus 24 equals 32. So that means x is equal to 32 minus 24. That's 8. So I have x equals 8 and y equals 6. Okay. So let's do another sum. Okay, this question is from May-June 2006. That's paper 2 and question number 4. Now if you observe, these are all the decimals. X has got decimal values. The coefficients are decimal values. So it's okay if you don't want them. you can still do the changes. What you can do is, you can actually write this 0.4x as 4 upon 10x plus 2y equals 10. There you can find the LCM. So if you find the LCM, you have to multiply y by 10. So that gives me 4x plus 2 into 10 is 20y equals, now that 10 in the denominator will go up, so it will become 100. I'm writing it directly because by now you should be in a position to visualize a few things. So it becomes 4x plus 20y equals 100. That's my new equation. And let me erase this. See, with practice you will not even take the denominator, you start directly doing it. Rather, when I do too many steps on my own, I get confused. I'm just doing it for your sake, right? So again you have 3 upon 10 x plus 5y equals 18. So if you take the LCM, what happens is 5y into 10. So you have 3x plus 50y equals, take 10 from the denominator on the left, in the numerator you multiply 18 by 10, you get 180. So you have 3x, that's your new equation, 3x plus 50y equals 180, right? So now again I'll erase this, I don't need this at all. Fine. So over here I'll write the equation, that is 4x plus 20y equals 100 and 3x plus 50y equals 180. I'm going to solve them. Now if you observe here, there's nothing common, right? So I need to do something to both my equations. So in that case, I'm going to multiply this by 3 and this by 4. When I do that, I get 4 into 3 is 12, so I get 12x plus 20 into 3 is 60, so 60y equals 300. And I get 4 into 3 is again 12x plus 4 into 50 is 200y equals, now 4 zeros are 0, 4 eights are 32, and this is 720. Okay, I simply subtract. Sign here is plus. So if I subtract this, what happens? Plus into minus is minus. Observe the signs below. Okay, the lower signs are the signs you are going to consider. So again this minus into plus is minus, minus. So then in that case these get cancelled. This is minus 140y equals minus 420, and that gives you y equals minus 420 divided by minus 140. So 0 0 gets cancelled, 14 3s are 42. So you have y equals 3. So you found y equals 3. Now you're going to do what? You're going to substitute in one of the equations. So 4x plus 20 into y, which is 3, equals 100. So that gives you 4x plus 60 equals 100. So 4x equals 100 minus 60, which is 40. So your x equals 10. So you have your x equals 10 and y equals 3. Okay. So, okay, we'll move on to the next question then. Now this question here is also very interesting. If you see, the first question is still fine, but the second question has got only one variable at the left and the second variable is to the right. Now, in order to solve, it's better if you take all the x and the y on left hand side or right hand side. Usually we take it to the left hand side. So I rewrite my first equation, which is still fine, there are no issues. But my second equation, x equals 4y plus 16. What I'm going to do, that 4y from the right, I'm going to take it to the left. So x minus 4y equals 16, right? So my next equation is, okay, now if you see in the first equation, y is written first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my y first in the second equation as well. So this becomes minus 4y plus x equals 16. And I'm writing this because it will help me to solve my sums in a easier way. Okay, so now let's move ahead. So you can also rewrite it as x and y first, because we are so much used to seeing x first. So I am writing 3x minus 2y equals 6, though it will not make any difference, and x minus 4y equals 16. Okay, now what we can do is we can multiply and change the equation. So here we can multiply this by 3. So this becomes 3x minus 4 3s are 12, 12y equals 16 3s are 48, and the upper one remains unchanged. So this is 3x minus 2y equals 6. Now again I'll write this equation again. Wait a minute. So rather I erase the one to the left. Okay, fine. So now what happens is, these are the equations. Now I have got the signs of 3x the same, so I'm going to subtract the second from the first equation. So minus into plus is minus, I write the new sign below. Minus into minus is plus, I write the new sign below. And 48 has got no sign, so when I put a sign it becomes negative. So now 3x get cancelled. Minus 2y plus 12y is plus 10y equals, and what do I get here? 6 minus 48, which is minus 42. Let me just pause the video and think if I've done something wrong in it. Yeah, I found my mistake. See, it was 3x plus 2y. I've written as 3x minus 2y. So I just need to write this quickly. See, the moment you get a decimal, you immediately have to think whether you've done something wrong. Now, why I'm not editing my videos and keeping it in the raw way, so that you understand that everybody is trying to work out the solution in one way or the other. Nobody is a magician, okay? Everybody makes mistakes. We are all humans. But to understand our mistakes and to work on them is very important. So now it is 3x plus 2y equals 6, and minus 4y plus x equals 16. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply again this thing by 3. So that will give me 3x minus 4 3s are 12y equals 16 3s are 48, and 3x plus 2y equals 6. So now what's going to happen? Okay, let me see. So I'll have to change the signs. Minus into plus is minus, 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 plus, and this is minus. So this becomes 42, and this becomes 14y. So 14y equals minus 42, right? So now that means y equals minus 42 divided by 14 equals minus 3. Okay, now we have got y equals minus 3. Now let's substitute the value of y. So 3x plus 2y equals 6. So 3x plus 2 into y, which is minus 3, equals 6. So 3x minus 6 equals 6. That gives me 3x equals 12. That gives me x equals 12 divided by 3, which is 4. So my x is 4 and my y is minus 3. Now, never in my videos have I taught you to check whether your answers are right or wrong. I'll teach you now. So if you want to know whether your values are right or no of your x and y, you just write 3x plus 2y equals 6. Then you substitute the left hand side. When you plug in the values of the left hand side, they have to be equal to the right hand side. Okay, so now imagine this right hand side is not there. So 3 into 4 is 12. 3 into minus 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. That gives you 6. That means my left hand side is equal to my right hand side, which is equal to 6. That means my x and y values are correct. But this is only for checking. Nobody is going to give you marks for this. It's only for you to understand before submitting the paper whether your answers are right or wrong. So let's take another example. Okay, some looks interesting. So now the first equation given to you here is in the form of an algebraic fraction, and the second one also is the same. So what you can do is you can get rid of the denominator, and you know how. 2x plus y, the whole thing divided by 2 is 7. 7 doesn't have a denominator, give it a denominator 1. Cross multiply, so what happens? You get 2x plus y equals 7 into 2 is 14. So this changes to 2x plus y equals 14. Okay, in the same way you have, this is one thing. In the same way you have 2x minus y equals divided by 2 equals 17. So you have 2x minus y equals 34. So 2x minus y equals 34. That's the second equation. Now what you can do is you can actually solve the equations, because you have 2x in the equation 1 and equation 2, so that simplifies your work. So you have 2x plus y equals 14 and 2x minus y equals 34. Also you have plus y and minus y, so you don't have to change the signs either, just simply add them. So you have 2x plus 2x is 4x. 4x is equal to 34 plus 10 is 44. 44 plus 4 is 48. So your x is 48 divided by 4, which is 12. So 2 into x minus y is equal to 34. We will substitute the x value in this equation. So you have 2 into 12 minus y equals 34. So 24 minus y equals 34. So 24 minus 34 equals y. Therefore we have y equals minus 10. Okay, so I'll write the equation, I'll write the value somewhere else, and I'll write in the answer also, because I need to write the answers properly. So I have finally x equals 12 and y equals minus 10. See, I'm occupying more space because in the process I'm trying to explain to you in detail. In reality, I wouldn't have used so many steps to arrive at my answers, right? Okay, so now let me write my final answer. So my x equals 12 and my y equals minus 10. Well, that's all in this video. I have solved questions from 2002 to 2010 in this video, and on simultaneous equations, of course. So if you really liked watching my videos, please do subscribe to my channel if you like. Thank you.